All right, guys, last lesson, lesson number 9. This is a business lesson. This is one of the biggest things I learned from being my own boss, running my own business. A leader is constantly looking to improve their team. So a story about that. We have a leader should also always have somebody that they look at that is their leader, right? Or a coach that they look at to help them be a better leader. So we have business mentors. They're a gym out in California. And so, in our business, to have a career personal trainer is pretty uncommon. Most people will do personal training for a couple of years and then they peace out because it's a commodity. Nobody has to pay a personal trainer to work out. They can pay $30 a month and they can just go and walk on a treadmill, right? They're not going to get any results, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so it's very common to hire a trainer or coach for us, and that coach might be around for a year and then they peace out. And so the question came up to our business mentor, and his name is Alan. And so the question was, Alan, what happens if I train this person and I teach this person everything that I know, and then they open up a gym 5 miles down the road and they take all of my clients because I've taught them everything that I know? And Alan says, okay, and he's a really good devil's advocate. He said, okay, well, think of it like this. What happens if they stay for 10 years and you don't teach them everything you know? So would I rather have somebody stick around for 10 years and I'm constantly handicapping them and I'm constantly filtering what I teach them and what they learn because I'm scared that they're going to peace out? Or would I rather have somebody that I pour everything into and I constantly teach them stuff and I constantly refine what they're doing and how they're doing it with the fear that they might leave? Right? I would rather have somebody that I am constantly refining and I'm constantly teaching and have it be the fear that they might leave rather than have somebody for 10 years that is kind of doing an okay job. And the reason why they're not doing a better job is because of me, because I don't want to teach them all this stuff. I'm a firm believer that if you treat people well, if you treat your team well, if you treat your employees well, there's no reason for them to leave. Right? Because they're going to give you everything that you need because you're giving them everything that they need. And that means paying them well, and that means treating them well, and that means occasionally being a jerk, but explaining, hey, nothing personal, this is what I had to do. So this lesson is a leader is constantly improving their team. On average, we spend about 5 to 10% of our annual revenue is spent on education. That comes out to anywhere between $20,000 to $40,000 a year is what we spend on education for our team. And that's partly because knowledge-driven results, right? Knowledge is in our name. We got to be kind of smart. But it's also because we want our team to always be getting better. Because you are only as good as your team. I might be an expert. I am an expert in weight loss and rehab. But me, myself, I can only help so many people. But if I then have 5 coaches underneath of me that are 80% as good as I am, then they can probably help 95% of the population, right? And so if I can get 10 coaches and 20 coaches and 30 coaches, well, that just means that I'm able to help more people. And the business becomes more successful. And all because I invested into those people, because I invested into my team. And because as a leader, I understood that I need to have somebody willing to step up and take over the leadership position so that I could go and do something else, like go to Jamaica for 6 months out of the year, right? As a leader, I understood that the team directly impacts how far I can go. It's taken us about 8 years of being in business before we finally have a team that we love and that we're super happy with. It takes a hire, slow, fire, fast is a model that they use in business, and it's very tricky to do because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But it's taken us a long time to get to the point where we actually have a team that is great and they kick ass and they allow us to do what we really want to do. So as a leader, you have to be investing in your team. You need to invest in your team. Once you've established the fact that, you know what, I am the best person at fixing computers in a 100-mile radius, or I am the best person at, I don't know, cutting down trees, or whatever it is, in a 200-mile radius. Once you become the best, there's no reason to invest in yourself to become better, right? And you can, let me go backwards. And there's always reason to become better, but if you're the best, then what are you, like, how are you going to be the bester? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? So if you're the best, you then need to bring other people up. You then need to make sure that that team is as good as you are, if not better. Alan says he has a good quote. He says, I'm the worst trainer in my gym. And he has a gym of like, I think he has 15 or 20 coaches. And Alan's a fantastic trainer, wrote lots of books, and he's actually the person that I co-wrote the best-selling book with. So he says, I am the worst trainer at my gym. Every single coach, every single trainer that we have at the gym is better than I am. And that, I think, as a leader, that's a true testament to a leader, is that they're able to say, you know what, I am the worst person at doing this job, but that's okay because I've spent the time and money to have a bunch of people who can do the job better than me. And now I don't have to do that job. I can do another job. I can do something that benefits the business in a much better way, and allows me to go to Jamaica for 6 months out of the year.